Alright, hey guys. Going to do a new video on the Witch Doctor this time, changing it up from the Wizard for a little bit. Gonna go ahead and show you Torment 5 with a pet build. So, here we go. I'm gonna do the Magda fight, just to give you a little idea on how it can perform in a boss situation. And then also kill some elite packs on the way. Give you a more broad perspective of the performance of the build, how easy it is to play. So let's just go over the gear real quick, because everybody wants to know about that. Sitting at basically 1.3 million damage, 6.4 million toughness roughly. You know, unbuffed because there aren't really any buffs for the Witch Doctor. Using the Thunder Fury. Just got my 4-piece Zunis last night, so we have the boots, the chest with Fetish Army, and the ring. The ring's what I got last night. Have the Mask of Jerem. A little bit low on the pet damage roll, but hopefully we'll find a better one sometime soon. Still using the Ouroboros. And the 2-piece Auglids with physical. So plus physical is really important in this build, because all your pets do physical damage. So I do focus on that. And then Fetish Army on every piece that can get it. So here, I really like area damage plus Fetish Army. It works out super well. And area damage can be procced by every single one of your pets. And your pets are doing 180% weapon damage, so it's pretty insane. Using the Taskers and Theo here to increase the pet's attack speed. And then I use 2 pieces of Blackthorn. Just for survivability and increased damage in T5. I use the Ring of Royal Grandeur and the Eucopian Serpent. This really increases survivability in Torment 5 and 6 due to that special secondary. And I got some Fetish Army on it last night, so this piece is irreplaceable for me in the higher Torments. So yeah, there's the gear right there. Gonna go ahead and, oh, also one more thing, life per hit. Very, 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 very important with the Witch Doctor pet build. All your pets trigger your life per hit. So I'm using, right now, my resistances are pretty low. The low at 1322. But life per hit, 5688. It could be a lot better, but it's definitely fine for now. So anyway. Here we go. Oh, the build, sorry. So, people might question this build, and there's been pet builds done before, but this is just how I like to play it, and I'll kind of explain these different skills. Addling Toads is the #1, in my opinion, CC or survivability builder that we have. So, it shoots out a bunch of toads, and they charm. And it says 15%, but it really happens constantly. Peronato is amazing. And the reason it's amazing is it completely CCs most elite packs for a few seconds, 4 seconds, and your pets can generally kill a pack in that 4 seconds. Also, with the Grave Injustice, it reduces the cooldown constantly, so it's almost always up. Zombie Dogs with Leeching Beasts, very important, because they're going to give you 100% of your life per hit as well. Now this is the thing that changes. So if you're going to go do a boss fight, which I'm going to do, it's Wrathful Protector. Otherwise, it's Restless Giant. And in fact, I prefer Restless Giant even in boss fights. I was testing Wrathful Protector last night, and it works great, but it's not up very often, and you have to constantly think about it to get it up. So, Big Bad Voodoo, obviously, with the 30% damage increase, and then Fetish Army. Since I'm focused on a physical build, I do the 8, the dagger wielding, so it adds another 3 fetishes. The other one that people really like is the Tiki Tortures. If you do a fire build, you can really make that strong, but they do less damage, and overall it's not worth it. I disagree with that thought process, as that's the new Fetish Army. I don't like it. Pierce the Veil, you don't really use any spenders at all, so might as well just get free 20%. Grave Injustice we've been over for Big Bad Voodoo and Peronato. Fetish Syncopaths is the strongest passive in a pet build for obvious reasons. Each one of these little fetishes do 180% weapon damage modified by your plus physical and attack speed modifiers. And then Midnight Feast, just give your Wrathful Protector and Zombie Dogs 50% extra damage, and you get an extra dog too for life on hit. It's pretty good. So let's go ahead and show you what we can do against Magda here. I'll also be updating my wizard videos too, to show you kind of how it's progressing into the higher torments, T4, T5, T6. Alright, so we just CC him with Piranado, send a bunch of Avalink Toads in.
Needs more time.
Right now we're killing pretty oops, that was my fault. We're killing pretty slowly right now because my fetish army's not out. I should have summoned it. That's my fault. Follower. Didn't discuss follower. Really big part of the build. I use Maximus for my follower, just because it gives an extra body. It's an extra pet. It counts towards all your pet modifiers, so it can actually do quite good damage. We're apparently having some rubber banding issues here.
I need to go back.
The only way to fix those is to port back to town, which is really frustrating. Alright, so now the fetishes are out and things will die much quicker. I should have started with those earlier. I do have the Enchantress relic that lets her have access to all skills, which is why I use her instead of the Templar. I have a Templar relic that makes him invulnerable, but until you get 2 Unity Rings, it's not worth using the Cannot Die rune, just because the Enchantress's abilities are very, very strong, and she has access to all 8 of them. And my Enchantress does about 440,000 damage, which is quite nice. Alright, here we go. My big bad voodoo wasn't up, so this was overall just a really cool video. I apologize. I killed her in about 5 seconds last night. So that was pretty important. It wasn't a very good representation of the build, but with Big Bad Voodoo up, she died in 5 seconds last night. So anyway, guys, that's the build. Go ahead and show you the Enchantress real fast. Or she has 261, I apologize. But use that to give her access to all skills. Use a Maximus for the extra pet. And then I give her a Stone of Jordan, simply because you do get some benefit from the increased damage against elites and some of these other skills. The S of Johann, so that she can kind of pull the monsters in with her attacks, which is nice. And then a Nagon ring just for magic find. This is not the best ring for her. I need to change this out. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post in the comments and I will answer them as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching.